Hello, come do my makeup with me as I kind of explain where I've been the last 2 weeks. Okay, so earlier I went in with my normal e.l.f. moisturizer, kind of let it sit while I had breakfast, took my meds, and then I did the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and now we are going to go in with, you can't see it because the bottle is like almost empty, sunscreen. And all of my skincare, or most of my skincare, is from e.l.f. It's the only thing that does not cause me to break out. It doesn't dry my skin out, so that's a win. Should I go into this? Just do a dollop. Yes, I did get a new beauty blender, mainly because my other one, I've had it for like a year, and I was starting to grow a colony, so that's that. So, I've kind of been MIA, that's for sure. So basically what happened is 2 weeks ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, I should say, I got woken up by my mom. She lives in Michigan, I live in Florida, and so I knew it wasn't a good phone call. And she's like, hey, are you awake? I'm like, I am now. And she's like, hey, when can you fly up? That's concerning, why? And Levi, my fiance, it was like awful in the moment, but now it's funny. He is awake with me, and he's like, who's dying? Come to find out, my childhood dog slash like my actual dog who lived with my parents, she had stage 4 liver cancer, so ultimately the decision was made to put her down, um, which kind of sucked. I mean, she was an 11-year-old husky. Which huskies, if you did not know, are prone to hip pain and joint issues and stuff like that. So that was kind of awful. And then that was on a Wednesday. And then Friday I got flight info. And then literally had my first week of class, of my in-person class, I should say. Literally went to class Monday night. Well, technically, I packed, then I went to class, and then Tuesday morning, I flew out. I spent Wednesday with my parents, just kind of getting everything together. We all went out to dinner. It was very nice. Had like a couple of heart-to-heart conversations with my sister, which is very rare. And then Thursday, kind of spent the day with her. And then Thursday afternoon, she was put down. You may be asking, well, why don't you have your dog? It's because my parents got another dog. They got a husky Malinois puppy, and so I said, hey, I really don't like living in this teeny tiny apartment with this very high energy dog. So would you guys want her to teach like your new puppy like some things? I'm like, yeah, cool, because they live on like a really big place. So they took her in. It was great. And then I came back last Friday, and then I literally speed cleaned my apartment because Friday night my fiance's mother-in-law, or his mother, my mother-in-law, almost mother-in-law, however you want to put it, flew into town with his brother for like a week, except she did not actually fly in Friday night because of all of like the severe storms and like Tropical Storm Arthur that we had last week. They got rerouted, so they kind of sort of got stuck in Dallas. So they spent the night in the Dallas airport, flew into New Orleans, and then spent 4 hours driving from New Orleans to here. Which we tried to tell her, like, hey, it's storm season. Can't really do that. And her response was, oh, it's fine. I know better. So, the whole thing, it the first like 4 days were rough, but like the rest of it was fine. But it was just, it's been a very long 2 weeks. And this is one of those things where I wish I could drink, but I can't. You may wonder, why can't you drink? Well, I have some issue or gene mutation or something, but basically, my body does not break down the proteins in alcohol, so it can, so I can like get it out of my system. Like for example, when I was both 16 and 18 with supervision, I had a Mike's lemonade, which is like 5 APV, 4 APV, something like that. I could only have half, and then I proceeded to have a 4-day migraine, to where I had to go to the ER and get emergency meds, and it was awful. And it happened both times, and then every time I have a sip of alcohol, I get like a really bad headache, so I've just kind of avoided it. And then when I did my allergy testing a couple years ago, I asked about it, and the response was, "You probably have a really high intolerance." I was like, "Oh, is this one of those things where, if I consume it, it'll go away?" And they're like, "No, you consume it, it'll get worse." Right. Which is really funny, considering the fact that both my dad and my sister are really big drinkers. It just bothers me because they'll go out, they'll have like a fun drink. I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. Can't have it. If I sound bad, it's one, I'm in a very echoey bathroom, and two, for some reason, I woke up and my throat was not feeling 100%. But I figured today, since I have a lot going on, I would take you guys along with me. And today, Wednesday, and Friday, I am going to post the vlogs for the last 2 weeks. So, as today, I need to work on a Lego set that I started yesterday, which I'm going to do that this morning. And then later on, I also need to go fill up my car, which that was something that was stressful. That also happened while I was gone. The week that I found out, like, oh, my dog was dying was the same week I decided to take my car to the mechanic because it had reached the point where I couldn't put gas in it. It was like stalling every time I was stopped, whether it was like when I was parking at like a light, whatever. It even stalled one time when I was going through an intersection, which is like really bad, I know. So I took it to the mechanic. They said, hey, here's all of the issues. And it cost $2,600 to fix, which, because it's technically my parents' car, like their name is on the title and insurance, they gave me half, I gave up the other half, so we fixed my car. It was fixed the week while I was gone. I dropped it off Monday, went to class with my fiance's car. Tuesday, flew out, and then it was ready by Thursday, and I picked up Friday. So, please hold while I go do my eyeliner. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Had to focus for a second. So, basically, what was wrong with it is it was everything fuel related. So, like the fuel pressure, like the fuel valve, my coolant system, all of that had gone bad. But I just kept putting it off because I knew it was going to be expensive. Before yelling like, oh, the more you put it off, the more expensive it's going to get. I'm aware, okay? Trust me, I know. But it got fixed. It cost $2,600 to fix, which I gave up $1,800. My parents gave up the rest, and that was basically like my school money, which kind of sort of sucked because I had been saving that. that way I could, pay off my semesters and not have to worry about it. And then I ended up having to do that. It made me like really upset too, because I've been saving for like 3 months. And people are like, oh, that's life, that's adulting. Yeah, I know. I'm just frustrated. And now I am going to finish getting ready, and then I'm gonna go work on the Lego set, and then kind of sort of do my homework later. I really don't want to do my homework right now, y'all. I really don't. But this is the final product.
Okay, and here is the Lego set. Obviously, I'm starting on bag 8. I did most of it last night, so that's what we're building. Okay, so now we're in my car. I finished building the Lego set. It looks very nice. It is kind of top heavy, which is fine. So now we are gonna go to 7 Brew and get me caffeine, because I have not had any caffeine today because I have class tonight and I did not want to have like 300 milligrams of caffeine and stay up till 2 a.m. So we're gonna go to 7 Brew, and then we are also going to go get gas because I am currently at 50 miles to leave. So okay, so I just ordered. I got a large iced 7 Energy Bikini Bottom. I got a small iced Dragon's Blood, which is cherry and blue raspberry. It's been on my like wanting to try list. And then I got 2 cans of the 7 Energy. So now I'm waiting to get them. Okay, so I am at the gas station. I filled up. It cost me $43. Granted, I was at like 42 miles to leave. But I got the Dragon's Blood 7 Energy. I will most likely give this to my fiance. Mainly because he needs caffeine. And then I got a Bikini Bottom. It's guava, coconut, and banana, and it's pretty good. And then I also got 2 cans of the 7 Energy. So now I'm gonna go home and eat some lunch and take the other dose of my meds and probably just work on homework until I gotta leave for class in 5 hours.
Okay, so I have just finished lunch, and now I'm going to put my hair up. Yes, I did dye my hair last week. Let me give you a little spin. Still very long, still very hot outside, so I'm gonna start by taking the rings off, make sure I don't drop any of them down the drain, because some of them are heirloom. My mother would kill me. So I have naked hands. Yes, I did do my nails for the 4th. They are not white anymore, they are stained. That's fine. So first things first, start out with the brush. You may be asking, why don't you give hair tutorials? That takes so long. Literally, this hairstyle is probably gonna take me like 10 minutes, give or take. And even though it is hot out, I kind of want to leave it long. I don't want it to be like too obnoxious, because I like the way it looks down. So we're going to do a little, just gonna section it off. All right, now that I have it all sectioned, I am going to take a comb. We are just gonna comb it back and keep everything as decently even as possible. This, making sure that everything is just very smooth. Oh, I could stop here, but I'm not going to, because I have extra. So we are going to take a little itty bitty plastic, and don't come at me for this. I hold it between my teeth. I know, like, oh my gosh, what if you swallow it? I won't, trust me. Haven't swallowed it, never will. But first, I'm going to split this into 3 somewhat even sections of hair. Making sure it stays as flat as possible. Now, I take the rest of my hair and pull it over. So that way I don't get none of like the weird little wispies that are trapped underneath. And then we braid it like normal all the way down. It's fine if it looks bad near the top. And then once we have like a good little chunk, we bring it to the side and we continue braiding. Don't worry, I will speed this part up, I promise. Now, before you come to me, and you're like, oh my gosh, your hair is so damaged. Wrong. False. I actually take insanely good care of my hair. And then if I feel like one of the sections is too small, I will just pull hair from the bigger sections. So I only use shampoo. I do a leave-in conditioner. If my hair is freshly dyed, I will do a like color safe conditioner treatment. Let me put that down for a second. I use color safe shampoos. I use a UV and heat protectant to protect my hair. I have gotten into like the really bad habit lately of sleeping in like a super tight bun, like a little like knot on the top of my head, which is starting to pull out some of my hair, which is not good. So we are gonna go back to sleeping in protective styles, which for hair this long, it's just a braid. It's just one braid. Or like 2 of the Dutch braids if I'm feeling fancy. And I was like, oh, why don't you wear it down? If I wear my hair down to bed, I'm getting strangled. My hair is that long, it won't wrap around my neck, it's super uncomfortable, it gets super hot. And I just like to wear it up because sometimes if I need to go like run a quick errand or something in the morning, 9 times out of 10, I will just leave it in the hairstyle, spray some hairspray to make it look somewhat pretty, and then call it a day. Or sometimes I'll just like take it out, shake out my hair upside down, if it's in like a bun, and then go about my day. Because sometimes I'm too lazy. Okay, now that we have gotten to the end, take the elastic. And I actually know a lot of hairstyles, so I know how to do bubble braids, dragon braid, bunch of like French braids. I want to learn how to do like a French twist, just to like see if it works. But you need like a crap ton of bobby pins. I don't have those, so I know how to do like the 2-strand twist, I think it's called. Okay, so now that we have this, what we're gonna do to look extra cute, we are gonna take a little lace bow. Trick is you put it in upside down. No, make sure it's upside down, kind of sort of inside out. Then we secure it over, and then I will pull it to where I want it. Ta-da! And that's how I do it. If I'm putting it into a ponytail, this is where I would still put the bow in and then take a scrunchie color that's similar to the bow and then put it up like this. That's how we. Okay, it is currently 1:15 and I think I am going to work on a scholarship application that my advisor wanted me to do. So we're going to go do that. It's like a couple questions. It's going to be really long, but it's kind of important. So we're going to go do that. Okay, so once I finish the scholarship, I am going to edit some of the YouTube videos that I have been piling up. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so it's about an hour-ish later. Yes, I am back in my room, mainly because my fiance is working from home in the other room, so I don't want him to overhear because I get kind of awkward about it. So, I have written down all of the scholarship questions. I've started answering them. I've gotten 1.5 out of 5 done, but I'm probably going to keep working on them, but I gotta leave for class in like 40-ish minutes, so I think we were just going to chill, and then, yeah, we're just going to chill. Those are the vibes. I will take you guys with me to class, and then before I go to class, I'll show you like the whole outfit, because it's a vibe.
Hello guys, welcome to the what's in my bag section of this video. Obviously, here's the bag, very cute, love it. If you've seen it, you know where you've seen it before. So first, we have the math binder with my notes and homework and worksheets that we've been doing in class. So obviously, that goes in the bag. If I can, open it. And yes, I know this bag is very small. And then obviously, we have my scholarship questions that I've been working on. And then I also bring along the color pens that go with it, because I do like to color code things. And then obviously I have my tablet that was mostly charged. And then obviously not shown, phone, wallet, keys.
Okay, hello. It is currently the next day. It is like 1 p.m. So yesterday, or last night really, I went to class. I wasn't really feeling that well at the start of class. It's like 6-ish. I was like, okay, and like maybe it's just because my meds are wearing off. Don't know what happened, but I had to leave around like 8-ish, 8:05, because I was getting like super lightheaded, super nauseous. Like I did not feel good at all. And sitting there, I felt like I was swaying on a boat or something in the middle of the ocean. So I came home, had like a couple quick bites of some dinner, like some reheated dinner, and then I went straight to bed because I was not feeling it this morning. And then I slept for, I want to say, almost 12 hours. So I was 100% not feeling good yesterday. I was going to get up early and work on some homework, but I decided that my body needs rest. I wasn't going to set any alarms. So that is how yesterday went. I'm going to go run to Kohl's because I need to find a specific pair of shorts. But when I get back, and with that and all of the tea that happened, I hope you guys really enjoyed this vlog. If you would like, I will post the vlog of the Monday before my trip, like 2 weeks ago. So if you would like that, just let me know in the comments and I'll upload that. But other than that, I hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks for watching. Oh, and they come unstuck, lady, running down to the riptide.